Of course, we saw the Lena stuff. How could you not? I mean, that was clearly the viral moment of the day that owned the internet within the gaming and esports space. We took a chance on him at the right point and the right time in his life when no one else was. And I think he's also hit that point of maturity where he's now ready to become an exponentially better player. And Josh, just the way his mind thinks, his ability to be articulate and honest, that's the reason why Josh is going to be in a leadership position going into next year. It's hard to talk about Aphromoo without talking about Vulcan. So there was no part of myself or anyone at Dignitas that wanted to part with Vulcan before the 2020 season. It wasn't even on our radar until Jack Etienne would not stop offering me money for him. 500K, no Jack, not for sale. $1 million, no Jack, not for sale. 1.5 million. And so what were we gonna do? Well, we needed to find a new support, right? And we wanted an NA support, right? And we wanted a leader. And I think everybody, including myself, knew that Aphromoo was a fantastic leader.
Gets caught out there, flash follow from Aphromoo. Oh, baby, that's the setup.
This spring and this summer were so painful in terms of results. Like, I can't even convey the pain that 2020 was in the world of LCS. But the funny thing is, like, as soon as the season ended for us, I mean, it's just so clear that Aphro and Dardoch are our two guys. I really honestly believe that with those two guys, we can be very, very competitive next year. And we can punch above our weight. I think we have a smarter staff. I think we have incredible leadership. And I think we have the right coaches to make that happen.
We had a lot of different directions we could go with the roster in 2021. And the one that most excited us and that we thought had a lot of potential was one that focused on young and hungry players who would go out there and prove that by the end of this year they deserve their spot in the LCS and they will be the strongest players. FakeGod is probably the most exciting player coming from Academy this year. He spent the entirety of last year just absolutely dominating the top lane in Academy. Every single scrim that we saw him in, he was fantastic. This is a player that I think is going to be the next North American great. When we look to Soligo and we see a player with the amount that he's grown and how much better he is now is honestly really impressive. Seeing his potential and his ceiling, I think that's why we looked at him and we thought this would be our LCS starter. Neo is a player that is coming from Dignitas Academy, and the thing to know about Neo, when you look at him, it becomes immediately obvious within the first 5 minutes that you watch him, that this is, without a doubt, one of the most mechanically talented players in the LCS. So, the LCS broke another record this year for the most imports in the league. It's a trend that we're going to see continue, and when we looked at that, we saw an opportunity to go out there and bring on 5 North American players. And as it turned out, we brought on 5 United States players. This is a team that is going to go out there and surprise people. They are here to prove that they should be in the LCS, they're here to prove that they can go far in the LCS. And we're going to go out there, we're going to punch above our weight, and we're going to turn some heads.